Hello, today we are going to see sale deed registration in Bangalore. This is a complete video of sale deed registration with a real example. We'll be covering required documents, application submission on Kaveri Online Services, tracking application status, approval of application, stamp duty payment, slot booking, registration at the Sub-Registrar Office. Download the EC to check the transaction details. We need the following documents. The first and foremost executed sale deed, which is signed by the seller, buyer, and two witnesses. We will be using this executed sale deed at the sub-register office for the registration. Next is annexure. Annexure is a supporting documents. The following supporting documents are required. The copy of seller registered deed, e-kata, property tax receipt, ID proof of a buyer, seller, and two witnesses. The ID proofs such as Aadhaar, PAN, or passport and the sale agreement. If seller and buyer assign the sale agreement, it is required for a denotion of stamp duty and the power of attorney. If buyer or seller represents someone, the power of attorney is required and the TDS payment. If seller is a NRI or the consideration is more than 50 lakh, we require the TDS. And this is our case description. It's a 2 BHK residential flat in BBMP jurisdiction Bangalore. The consideration is 57 lakh. Based on this context, we will be submitting an application and registering at the sub-register office. To register a sale deed, we should submit an application on Kaveri Online Services. We have shared this website link in the description. Please check it. Once we log into the website, at the right top corner, we have register option. Click on that. We can provide our credentials like name, mobile number, email, security type, and create an account. Once you have an account, at the right top corner, we have a login option. Click on that. Enter username, password, and captcha. Click login. OTP comes through SMS or email. I just received the OTP through SMS. It's 8896. Login. Once we log in, here we can select start a new application and select document registration. Continue. In article and subarticle, under nature of document, select sale. Article, select conveyance. Subarticle, ours is a 2 BHK residential flat in Bangalore. So we select the option 21, sale conveyance of immovable property, converter land, site, building, apartment. I repeat, nature of document sale, article conveyance, subarticle 21, sale conveyance of immovable property, converted land, site, building, apartment. Select continue. So ours is a residential property, hence I select non-agriculture. These are e-kata types. If your property is in a Panchayat jurisdiction, we can select e-Swastu. If it is in BBMP or CMC, we can select e-Asti. If it is VDA, we can select ULMS. Our property is in BBMP jurisdiction. I select e-Asti. Under district, I select BBMP. Ward number, select our ward number here. And select village name. Road, we can select your apartment name or road connected to your apartment. In BBMP EOCPAD, enter your 10-digit e-Kata number. Click search. This is our e-Kata details. In our case, there are two seller. This is seller 1 name and the address. So seller 2 name and the address, and followed by e-Kata number. In property number type, we should provide our property descriptions such as flat number. I provide flat number. In property number type, I entered my flat number and I clicked add property number. My flat number is indexed above. This is our flat number. Similarly, I'm going to add Kata number and property number. Now we have indexed our property descriptions. This is our description. This includes e-Kata number, flat number, property number, and Kata number. Let's click submit and continue. Based on the property input we have provided, this is the property result. This includes a district, taluka, Hubli, village, property ID, it means e-Kata number, seller name, and property address, total area measurement, and e-Kata number, flat number, property number, Kata number. This is a property result. Select here, save property and continue. In the schedule of the property, we can see the jurisdictions like district, taluka, Hubli, village, and here is the boundaries, east, west, north, south boundaries. And this is the description of the property. The description includes the flat number, e-Kata number, apartment name, measurement, and the village, Hubli, Taluk, and the districts. All these details we can find here. So these details appear by default. We don't need to enter. So typing is not required. Just click save and continue. In execution 1, we have entered the details of buyer. So is a claimant, we should select yes for the buyer. An individual or organization, by default selected individual, that is correct. We have verified the other. Once other verified, the other details appear default, such as name and the relative's name and the address. And we have entered the mobile number and the age and gender. We enter this detail. After that, click Save Executant 1 and go to Next. In our case, there are two sellers. In Executant 2, we enter the seller 1. In Executant 3, we have entered the seller 2. So in Executant 2, we have see the seller details. Is a claimant, by default selected no, that is correct. And individual organization, by default selected individual, that is correct. We have verified the other. These are the names, contact number, relative's name, age, gender, and the address. Click Executant 2 and go to Next. In Executant 3, we enter the details of another seller. Is a claimant, by default selected no, that is correct. Individual organization, by default selected individual, that is correct. We verify the other. These are the name, contact number, relative's name, age, and the address. And more importantly, this seller is living in Newark in USA. So she has given the power of attorney to her husband to represent her in the Sub-Registrar Office. Let me show you the power of attorney. This is a first page, and this is a second page, just a covering pages. This is the last page of the power of attorney. We got the consulate attestation USA, and also we got notary attestation in US. We have provided the representative detail in our application. Let me show you that. These are the power of attorney representative detail. We have given a husband details. We have given the PAN number, name, and the relative's name and address. Click Save Executant 3. It means we have saved the another seller as well. And click Move to Presenter. In Choose Presenter, we have selected the buyer as a presenter and click View. So presenter details will appear here, which includes name and gender and the address here. And then click Make Presenter. In identifiers, we need to provide the details of witness. In identifier 1, we have provided the details of first witness. That includes name, age, gender, and the address. In identifiers, we have selected the buyer name. It means that identifier 1 is witnessing to the buyer. Click Save Identifier 1 and go to Next. In Identifier 2, we enter the details of another witness, which includes name, age, the gender, relative's name, and the address. In Identifiers, we have selected two sellers here. It means that the Identifier 2 is witnessing to both the sellers. And click Save and Continue. Okay, the Schedule 2, select the buyer name from the drop-down box. Click Save and Continue. This is the valuation page. Here we are going to evaluate our property. Here property type, ours is an apartment. I select flat and apartment. This is the valuation for our property, which is 19,200 per square meter. And these are the amenities in our apartment. The sale consists of one covered parking. I entered one. And our property is in the third floor. Hence, we selected 0 to 5 in number of floors and click Valuate. This is our property valuation. The total valuation amount is 25,14,000 rupees. Click Save and Continue. Our consideration is 57 lakh. We entered 57 lakh here. Click Save and Continue. This is a very important part of our application because whatever the stamp duty you paid for the sale agreement, that you can offset here. This is our sale agreement. We executed the sale agreement on 28th November 2025 on digital e-stamp paper, and we paid the stamp duty of 28,500 for the sale agreement. We executed the sale agreement to process our home loan. Now we can offset this 28,500 in our sale registration. Let me explain how we can do that. Since we have executed our sale agreement on e-stamp paper, I selected the option e-stamp and enter the e-stamp number. We can find this number in our e-stamp paper. Let me show you that. This is the e-stamp number. Just copy this number and you can paste it here and enter the amount of stamp duty you paid. I paid 28,500. Entered here, and the next is number of pages. So our executed sale date consists of 11 pages. I entered 11. Click Continue. These are our stamp duty and registration fee calculation. Click Save and Continue. This is the summary report of our application. It consists of our property descriptions. These are our property descriptions, which includes e-Kata number and the flat number, property number, and the Kata number. All these details we can find it here. And followed by the property schedule, which includes the measurement, boundaries, and the description of the property, followed by presenter. This is a buyer detail. This is two sellers details, and these are two witnesses details. And this is stamp duty and registration fee calculation. Date of execution. We have executed this sale deed today, that is 21st December 2025. Selected today's date. Next is in upload deed document. We have uploaded our executed deed in PDF format here. And upload annex here. We have uploaded the supporting documents. Select Sub-Registrar Office. We have option to register our deed at any of the Sub-Registrar Office. Almost some 9 Sub-Registrar Office listed here. We can register anywhere. So I'm going to select Krishna Rajapuram. In declaration, check these boxes and click agree and submit. Now we have submitted our application. This is our submitted application. The application status showing pending at SRO. Now our application will go through SRO validation. The sub-registrar office will validate our document. An option for make payment and book this lot. Let us wait for the approval and we will resume the video once our application is approved. So we are resuming our video. Before yesterday around 8:30 p.m. we have submitted this sale deed application, and yesterday around 11 a.m. I logged into Kaveri Online Service website and I had noticed our application status has changed to pending for payment. You can see on the screen it's a pending for payment now. In actions, we got the make payment option as well. It means that our application is verified and we receive the make payment option. And today we're going to make the payment, book this lot, and also we are going to register our sale deed today. So let's proceed with the make payment. Click on make payment. Here is a market value and guidance value. Under this, SR calculated market value is rupees 60 lakh 22,000. Our market value is more than our consideration amount. Our consideration amount is just 57 lakh, but here market value is 60 lakh 22,000. Means that our government fee will be calculated based on the market value, because market value is higher than consideration. So whichever is higher, that amount is considered for government fee calculation. Here is a stamp duty. It's a 5% of our market value. Surcharge 0.1 percentage of market value. Chess is 0.5 percentage of market value. E-stamp, as mentioned that we executed a sale agreement and we paid stamp duty of 28,500 for the sale agreement. We had denoted that sale agreement cost 28,500. This is the total stamp duty, and registration fees are 2% of market value. Scanning fee 700. Additional fee 100 rupees. These are total fee we should pay for our sale deed registration. Click on continue and make payment. Continue and select the mode of payment. I select net banking. There are multiple options of bank. You can choose the banks here and enter the capacity and click submit, and the page will direct to the your banking website and you can complete the payment through internet banking. Let me complete my payment and I will share you the receipt to you. We just made the payment. This is our payment receipt. Just below the screen, there is an option to download this receipt. Click on that and you can save the receipt in a PDF. So once after this payment, we book the slot. This is our slot confirmation. Let me explain how we book the slot. This is our application here. Here, once after the payment, we get a slot booking option. Instead of reschedule, there is option to book slot. Click on that. Once you click, you have option to choose the date. You can choose the date and you can book the slot. Once you book the slot, we get this confirmation. To register the sale date at the sub-registrar office, we carry the following documents. Those are executed sale date, which is signed by seller, buyer, and two witnesses, and the application summary report from Kaveri Online Services, copy of payment receipt, and e-Kata, property tax receipt, power of attorney, TDS challan, the ID proofs of seller, buyer, and two witnesses with the other, and original sale agreement, original seller's registered deed. We carried this document to the sub-registrar office as per our registration slot. So in the sub-registrar, the seller buyer gave the photo, thumb impression, and sign, which you are seeing on the screen. So this is the presenter details. In our case, buyer is a presenter. So here is a presenter name, address, photo, thumb impression, and sign. And this is the buyer name, address, photo, thumb impression, and sign. Seller one name, address, photo, thumb impression, and sign. And below this, seller two details, name, photo, thumb impression, and sign. This is the first page of our register sale deed. We can see the seller one details, seller two details, This is the power of attorney representative details, and this is the power of attorney adjudication details. This one, and this is the second page of our sale deed. Here we can see the buyer deed. We successfully registered our sale deed at the sub-registrar office. It took us almost some just 20 minutes of time for the registration. To download the EC, we logged into Kaveri Online Services. In the home page, select Start a New Application. Here, select Equivalence Certificate Online EC. Click Continue, Proceed. And so we can search the EC by property number or by name. We will search by property number. We enter the jurisdiction details such as a district, taluk, Hubli, village, and the property type. Ours is a residential, so select non-agriculture. And property number, we are going to search by flat number. Select flat number. In property number details, we enter the flat number here. Period of easy search. I'm going to search from my first sale deed registration. It means from our seller's sale deed registration. The seller is registered the deed in 2014, June 2nd. I select the from date as our first sale deed registration. To date, I'm going to select today's date. Enter the captcha. Click search. These are the property result. There are multiple transaction details of showing. Let's find our property transactions here. Once we scroll down to the bottom, and we found our first sale deed transaction, which is purchased by our seller. This is our seller's transaction detail. If you scroll down at the very top, this is the latest transaction detail which we register our sale deed now. So here, column number 1 is the serial number, and column number 2 is the property description, and 3 is the date of execution, and 4th is article details. It's a sale deed registration. Column number 5 is a seller detail. Column number 6 is a buyer detail, and this is a registration number. So we know that there is a multiple transactions are showing in our. So in this case, if you want the signed EC, okay, you can just copy the registration number. You can see the registration number highlighted here, the blue color highlight. Just copy the registration number. You can paste the registration number in the property description. In our case, there are two transactions related to our property. One is purchaser transaction, and other one is our transaction, our sale deed. So I copied both the registration number and pasted here in the property description, so that when the signed EC comes, only our property transaction will reflect. Apply for the signed EC, scroll down and check the terms and conditions here. Click proceed, and the payment for the signed EC is just 150. Click make payment. We can pay through internet banking, UPI or debit card. Once you complete the payment, e-sign the application and you can submit your application. Once we submit the application, we can track our application status. Let me show you that. To track the EC application status, you can come to home page. In home page, there is a EC applications. Click on that. The submitted application will show like this. In 2 or 3 days time, we get a download option like this. Download signed EC. Click on that, and our EC will be downloaded in PDF format. We can notice at right top corner. These are our complete time frame. So sale agreement drafting and draft confirmation took us 2 to 3. Sale agreement execution took for 30 to 45 minutes. Home loan processing took 12 working days, and sale deed drafting and draft confirmation took us 2 to 3 working days. Application submission for sale deed registration, which took us 30 to 45 minutes. Application approval within 24 hours. Stamp duty payment, slot booking, and final registration. Within a half day time, we have completed this. Thank you for watching. My name is Jyotiram from PGN Property.